Hi there. A new Nautilus here. Oh yeah. Okay, so here's a new Nautilus I just made. This one is made with Western red cedar, which I haven't used for a while, and Brazilian rosewood on the back and sides. And I built this guitar on spec, meaning it didn't have an owner when I started it, which is rare for me because I'm usually building for customers. But I had a couple of people say, I need to hold off. People on my list, I need to hold off for 6 months or so, and so I had a little space and I built this, and this is basically the guitar that I wanted to build with these woods that I thought were sort of like burning like an ember in the back of my mind, like I wanted to use these. This Brazilian, it's flats on Brazilian, which is fine. It's Brazilian, right? But it has this spalted sapwood that I just think is absolutely stunning. So it's this, I don't know, almost purpley black of the heartwood, and then the sapwood has, so spalting is actually an intrusion of fungus into the log. And the trick with spalting is it makes these really beautiful patterns because it follows kind of, I don't know if it follows capillary channels that are already in the wood or if it makes its own path, but somehow the fungus runs out these little tendrils and it leaves these little black lines in the wood, and and it's really beautiful, sort of a spider webby character. The trick is to find spalting before the fungus decays the wood too much, because too much spalting in the wood will get really punky. This was fine. This was nice and hard still. So I was able to incorporate it, which was good because the set was just like millimeters bigger than my outline. So anyway, and to go with this, I had this set of Western red cedar that I got in a lot when I bought another luthier's, all of his wood. And I don't know what its story is. It's obviously Western red cedar because of the smell. This is darker and more striped than you would usually find, but I don't think it's sinker. In other words, it hasn't been submerged as a log for 100 years or whatever. I don't know what its story is, but it doesn't seem to have the characteristics of sinker, which I've used a fair amount of, and that tends to be more mineral laden. This is really lightweight, and I knew this was going to make a fantastic guitar, and I knew this would make a great combo. So I made it, and fortunately, I put pictures of it on my Facebook page, and fortunately for me, someone saw it and snapped it up. So it's going to go to its new owner next week. David, thank you very much. And I can't say that I would favor a guitar that I build because I want to build it, but it was all these woods that I wanted to use. So I don't know. I was thinking I would hold on to this for a while and play it. And now it's going away very quickly. But that's okay. That's what I do. I make guitars and I sell them. So what's new about this? Well, not much. So just shows you that I like my job because, right, I get the freedom to do whatever I want, and I do basically what I do. I made a Nautilus. This one has blue gewgaws, these diamonds, which I think is a nice touch because it's very, I don't know what you'd call this, but these these are dark, warm tones, and I think these little piercing light blue gugas give it a nice little piece of flash, but not too much, just a little tiny bit. My usual purfling lines of just black fiber and maple, 4-line purfling, and really nothing is different than my usual guitars. I just feel like I've really hit my stride with the Nautiluses. They're all really turning out really well these days. And this guitar just sounds fantastic. So Cedar has a reputation of being more for classical guitars, and people will say, "Oh, it doesn't have the headroom to be a steel string guitar." I've heard this headroom business, and I don't agree. I'm not sure what they mean by headroom. I mean, I guess you can't wail on it quite as hard as maybe Adirondack or Sitka spruce, but like I've said before, if you're wailing on a guitar that hard, you're not playing music anymore. You might be playing music, but you're playing percussion. You're not playing anything melodic or chordal. So, I mean, this thing is just, it's as loud. And it rings and rings. I think listen to this E. And you can get that brass like depending on your attack with your pick. You need everything from this warm, almost like classical guitar warmth to like a really brassy tack. I was playing too hard to demonstrate, but I always do that. I get excited. This guitar has a very warm sound. Warm. We're always trying to come up with language that's universal so that when I say warm to somebody, they know what warm means. I mean, warm can be, I think basically warm means that it has a very present mid-range. It just feels like there are no sharp edges on it. And yet with this warmth, there's not any dullness. You can still get like a good jangle with this. And it has a good chop if you want to. And the sustain is magnificent. Like that first. Oh, I know what I wanted to say about this guitar. It sounds to me like the envelope that the sound comes in is just filled. It's like a really good letter. You get a letter from somebody and there's just one sheet in there. But you get the letter and you've got some heft to it. Well, it's the same size envelope, right? But there's more information in there. And that's how this feels to me. Like there's just a lot of pages in each chord. It's just filled to the brim. So I'm not sure exactly where I'm going with it. Well, I'm happy that I sold this, but I'm sad that I sold it at the same time. But I have my old Algernon, my old beater to play. So I have a guitar. I just don't have one of my shiny guitars. I just have the weird prototype guitar. But that keeps me happy enough. So there it is. I think it's a real success. I've loved playing it, and I'm building another rosewood and Carpathian Nautilus right now, and I'll probably be showing that in a few weeks. So anyway, thank you and farewell.